Hi all of you, a very good evening and welcome to today's live session on quantitative ability. So as you all know, today session is focuses on the SSC CGL examination, and today we will be discussing questions that was asked in the last week All India mock examination, the SSC CGL mock examination. So how was the quant section? In SSC CGL papers, generally the reasoning or the general intelligence and reasoning section is fairly easy, right? And compared to quants. So in quants, you will have to focus on topics like geometry, algebra, trigonometry. These are three topics which you will have to focus if you're preparing for the SSC CGL examination. A lot of you would be preparing for bank and SSC. So this is something that is different from your bank preparation that will come in these papers. So in the SSC CGL Tier 1 paper, you will have 25 questions, right, from each section. So from quants, you have 25 questions and 2 marks per question. So let's start. See, before I start, there was a question that we solved in the previous session, which was like root of 12 plus 12 plus 12, etc. Something like that, up till infinity. So for that particular question type, I had told you that there is a shortcut that is there which you can use, but I told you that I would get back to you with the shortcut. So we will discuss that first today, and then we will start solving questions in the paper. Okay, so let me share my screen, and we'll just go through that method that I was telling, that I was just mentioning, and then we will start solving questions from this paper. See, this was one of the questions. A similar question was asked in last week's paper, okay, like root of 56 plus etc. up till infinity. So what is the value of this? So whenever you have to solve such a question, yes, there is a general formula which you can apply. See, if the question is what is the value of root of x plus root of x plus root of x up till infinity, yes, if this is continued, what is the value of this? See, to find the value of such a expression, what you do is you have to find out factors of x. Okay, you have to find out two factors of x such that difference between the factors is 1. Okay, difference between the factors has to be 1. Okay, so for any given number, if you have any given number given in this form, for that number find out 2 factors whose difference between the factors is 1. Now once you find that out, the bigger factor in that will be your answer. Like for example, let us look at this question. See, this 56 has lot of factors, but it has also 2 factors, 7 and 8. Now if you look at 7 and 8, difference between the 2 factors is 1, correct? 8 minus 7 is 1. So my answer for this is going to be 8. Yes, the bigger factor, that's going to be my answer. Yes, likewise, if I say I have another expression, root of 30 plus etc. up till infinity. If I have something like this, now I need to find 2 factors of 30 where the difference between the factors is 1. So what are the factors? 6 and 5. So 6 minus 5 is 1. So my the bigger factor is going to be my answer, that is 6. Okay. Now this particular question that I just solved was actually asked in the SSC CGL 2017 paper. Okay, 2017 Tier 1 paper. This was asked. So this type is very common in SSC CGL examination. So that's why I am teaching you this shortcut. It will be really helpful during the exam. Now similarly, if I have to find, let us say root of x minus instead of plus, if the expression has minus terms, then how will I solve? Again, nothing, you just have to again find out the 2 factors whose difference is 1, find 2 factors whose difference is 1, and the smaller factor will be your answer in this case. Okay, the smaller factor will be your answer in this case. Like for example, if I say root 2 minus root 2 minus root 2 and so on. Now what are the 2 factors of 2 which have a difference of 1? That is 2 and 1, right? These are the 2 factors whose difference is 1. So which is a smaller factor here? It is going to be 1. So your answer will be 1. Generally that won't be the case. Whenever you get such a question, you should be able to split it like this. Okay, like for example 2, and you will at least have 2 1. There should be something. If you are not able to split, or there is some confusion like this, you are not able to find out the factors like this, then you can always opt for the normal method that we learned, right? See, how do you take it as? You will take this as root of 30 plus x is equal to x. Like that you can always solve. Yes, if you are not able to get something like this, use the normal method that we learned in last week's session. We discussed the normal method, right? You can just write it like this and then solve it. Yes, then you can take it as x squared is equal to 30 plus x squared minus x minus 30, that is equal to 0. Solve for this quadratic equation. This is the normal way in which you will solve if you are not able to find any factors like this. Okay? Yes. So just remember this, when it is plus, find two factors whose difference is 1, the larger factor will be your answer. When the symbol is minus, find the two factors whose difference is 1 and the smaller factor will be your answer. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now, let's move on to the questions for today's session. The first question for today's session is there on your screen. It's on trigonometry. Sin square 65 plus sin square 25 plus cos square 35 plus cos square 55 is equal to dash. So what are the two identities that you will have to use here to solve this question? So you know sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then you also know sin square of 90 minus theta is equal to cos square theta, and vice versa. Yes. So once you know this, solving this question is very easy. So this is nothing but sin square 65 plus what is sin square 25? Sin squared of 90 minus 65. Yeah, 25 is nothing but 90 minus 65 plus cos square 35 plus cos squared of 90 minus 35. Yes, or this is equal to sin squared 65 plus cos squared 65 plus cos squared 35 plus sin square 35. So this is equal to sin square 65 plus cos square 65 is 1. This is 1. So answer is 2. Yes. You need not write so many steps. Directly you can just do it in your mind and even write the answer. Since I am explaining, I am writing all this. Do not waste your time writing so many things in the paper. Do it in your mind, and then like that itself, only this you need to write 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Only that will be required. Next one. The value of theta which satisfies the equation tan square theta plus 3 is equal to 3 sec square theta. It is given that 0 degree less than theta less than 90 degree. So how do we solve this? See, you have tan square theta. You basically have to rearrange the given information, okay, to find out the value of plus 3. I am just taking this side, minus 3 sec theta, that is equal to 0. Now what is tan square theta? See, we know tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1, or tan square theta plus 1 is equal to sec square theta. So that is the identity that we are going to use here. Basically I am trying to convert everything in terms of sec square theta. So what do I have? Sec square theta minus 1 minus 3 sec theta plus 3, that is equal to 0, or I can say sec square theta minus 3 sec theta plus 2 is equal to 0. Now this is like a quadratic equation. Yes, basically I have to find the roots. So the sec theta you can just take it as x. Yes, if you are confused you can directly write it like that, or this is nothing but this is of the form x squared minus 3x plus 2, that is equal to 0. So what are the roots here? X minus 1 into x minus 2, right? This is of the form like this, right? Or it is nothing but sec theta minus 1 into sec theta minus 2 is equal to 0. Or what are the roots? The roots, that is the value of sec theta is either 1 or 2. So these are the values of sec theta. So when is the value of sec theta 1? The value of sec theta is 1 when theta is equal to 0 degree, and the value of sec theta is 2 when theta is equal to 60 degree. See, what is sec theta? Sec theta is 1 by cos theta, correct? So when it's its value 1 when theta is 0, correct? Similarly, when it's its value 2 when cos theta is 1 by 2, in that case only sec theta will be 2. Yes, other way to do it is, instead of doing it in so many steps, the easier way to do it would be just put in these value and check. Okay, just put what is tan 0, or check with the options, like any one angle you can take, right? Tan 15 plus, again tan 15 is difficult, so leave that for now. Tan 30, what is tan 30? Tan square 30 plus 3, 3 sec 30. See if it is satisfying. Like that you can check with the options. That would be an easier way to solve the question. Okay, so the correct answer here will be option 4, 60 degree or 0 degree. 0 degree is common everywhere, so you needn't check 0 degree at all when you are checking with options. You just have to check for, again, 15 degree values we might not know generally, right? So the values that we will know is for 30 degree, 45 and 60. So just check for these three, right? Put in 30 degree here, 45 degree here, 60 degree here, and check if the equation is satisfied. Whichever option satisfies, that will be your answer. So this is the actual way of doing it, but in the examination it would be easier if you go with the options. You will arrive at the answer faster. Go with options. Okay, do this way in the examination. This is the smarter way to solve it. But if you would want to know the actual method, this is the actual method. See, there are also a few questions at times we will not be able to check with the options. So in such cases, you should also know this method. That's why we have discussed this also. Okay. Now, next one. Find the value of 1 minus 2 sine square theta plus sine to the power 4 theta. So what is this? Again, a very easy question. You just have to see what is given here. It is given sine to the power 4 theta minus 2 sine square theta plus 1. Right? You have to find the value of this. Now what is this? This is nothing but sine square theta minus 1 the whole square. Correct? That the expanded form is what is given here. Sine square theta minus 1 the whole square will be this. Right? Or what is this equal to? You know sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So sine square theta minus 1 is nothing but cos square theta. So what is cos square theta the whole square? Cos to the power 4 theta is your answer. That is option 2. Yes. Next. Find the value of sine squared 7 1 by 2 plus sine squared 82 1 by 2 plus tan squared 2 into tan squared 88. Okay, here the answer is 2. So here see what they have given here is sine squared 7.5. Okay, that is the degree that they have given. Since they have given it in brackets like this, don't confuse. What they are trying to say is sine squared of 7 1 by 2. So this is the angle that they are referring to. Okay, so that is nothing but sine squared 7.5 plus sine squared 82 1 by 2 is nothing but 82.5 degrees plus tan squared 2 into tan squared 88. Again, what is tan squared 88? Tan squared 88 is nothing but tan squared of 90 minus 2, or that is equal to plus tan squared 2 into cot squared 2. Yes, tan squared of 90 minus 2 is cot squared 2. Now here again you have sine squared 7.5. What is this? This is nothing but sine squared of 90 minus 82.5. Correct? Or this is equal to cos squared of 82.5. So you will have cos squared of 82.5 plus sine squared of 82.5 plus this value. So sine squared 82.5 plus cos squared 82.5 is equal to 1. Similarly, tan squared 2 into cot squared 2 is also equal to 1. Why? Because tan squared 2 into 1 by tan squared 2. Cot squared 2 can be written like this. This will get cancelled. So this value is also equal to 1, or your answer is equal to 2. The angles that they have given is 7 1 by 2, 82 1 by 2. The way it is written in the question, no, it might be confusing. So that's why I just explained it in the beginning. Yes, this is what they have given. It's a very easy question, but we should know what angle they are referring to, right? Some of us might get confused. It is 71 by 2. Yeah, it's not. It says 7 1 by 2. It was a very easy question actually. The way the question appeared, no, in the paper, for a second we get confused whether it is 71 by 2 or 7 1 by 2, but this is what the question is. Answer is very easy. See, whatever we have discussed, right, like this. See, sine squared 7.5 plus sine squared 82.5, we converted it and said it is 1. So instead of that, you can directly remember this particular formula, that sine squared A plus sine squared B, that is equal to 1 if A plus B is 90 degree. Yeah. Now, if A plus B is 90 degree, what will happen? The one of A or B, you can convert it into cos terms, right? And obviously, you are going to get the answer as 1. So instead of, you need not write these steps. Directly you can say, when it is, you know that 7.5 plus 82.5 is 90, you can say the sum of these two is automatically 1. See, it is the same logic that we use, but you can skip these steps if you remember this concept. So whenever you have two angles A and B and you have sine squared A plus sine squared B and A plus B is equal to 90 degree, then you can say this is equal to 1. Next. A can do a piece of work in 16 days and B in 24 days. They take the help of C and the three of them together finish the work in 60 days. If the total remuneration is rupees 400, the amount of rupees each person will receive proportional to their work is dash. Again, if you use the LCM method here, it is very easy to solve this question. So what is given here? See, A uses 16 days to finish a work, B takes 24 days to finish the work. With the help of C, they are finishing the work in 6 days. Yeah, A, B and C all together, or put together, all three of them are finishing the work in 66 days. So what is the LCM of 16, 24 and 6? That is nothing but 48. So I can say that A in one day, how many units of work does A do? 48 by 16 or 3 units. B in one day, how many units of work does B do? 48 by 24 or 2 units. Now I know put together A, B and C in one day they will do 8 units of work. So what does that mean? I know A does 3 units of work in a day, B does 2 units of work in a day. So how many units of work will C do? 8 minus 5, that is again 3 units. So now in what ratio will the remuneration be split between them? In the ratio 3:2:3. Yeah, at this point itself, what do you understand? See, if A gets 3x rupees, C will also get 3x rupees and B will get only 2x rupees. Now just check with the options, you will be able to arrive at the answer. See, if you look at option 3, here A and C are getting different values. According to what we have got, A and C should get the same values. So this option is not correct. Similarly, here option 2 also is not correct because A is getting 100 rupees, C is getting 150 rupees. So this option is also eliminated. You are left with 2 options. Now here we can very clearly say that the amount B gets is definitely lesser than the amount that C will get and the amount that A will get. So again you can eliminate this option because here B is getting more and A and C are getting less. Or you can just check with this whether these numbers are in the ratio 3:2:3. That can also be done. Yes, these 2 options directly you can eliminate. When it comes to these other options, you can just check if the remunerations are in the ratio 3:2:3. This is the only option which satisfies that. So you can directly take that as the answer. See, at this point you need not solve it like this. That's what I am trying to say. See, you need not find out the share of A as 3/8 into 400. Not required. Yes, you can directly cross check with the options and you can answer. At this point you can stop. Correct answer here is option 1, 150, 100, 150. Another very good clue that is given in the question is, see, A alone is taking 16 days to finish the work. B alone is taking 24 days to finish the work. So definitely the amount, see, A is more efficient, correct? So A takes lesser number of days and B takes more number of days. So definitely A has to receive more money than B. Again, even if you consider that, there is only one option which satisfies that, right? Now there are 2 options which will satisfy that, here and here. Yes, A will receive, see, A is, there is only one option, right? A will receive more money than B. See, what I am trying to say is, A takes only 16 days, B takes 24 days. So A is more efficient, so A should get more money than B. If you see in all these options, A is receiving less money than B. Here again, both A and B are receiving the same amount of money. Only this option, A is receiving more money than B. So directly you can take that as the answer. You need not even solve anything just by looking at this information. Yes, because this question is in such a way that by looking at just this statement itself, you can say this is the answer because the options are given like that. Otherwise, you stop at this step and then check. Okay. So for this question, just by reading this information, you should be able to say the correct answer is option 1. A can do a piece of work in 12 days and B in 15 days. They work together for 5 days and then B left. The days taken by A to finish the remaining work is dash. See, again you have 12 and 15. Yes, what is the LCM of 12 and 15? You know the LCM of 12 and 15 is 60, correct? So I can say that A in one day will do 5 units of work till 60 units of work, 45 units is done. So you have 15 units remaining. Now this 15 units can be done by A in 3 days. Answer is option 1. That is 3 days. Next, Jasmine allows 4% discount on the marked price of her goods and still earns a profit of 20%. What is the cost price of the shirt if it is marked at rupees 850? Okay, how do you solve this? So what are they saying? Let us assume that marked price is M and cost price is C. So Jasmine is allowing a discount of 4% on the marked price, or she is selling it for 0.96 of the marked price. Yeah, 4% discount means this is her selling price. Now what is given? When she is doing this, she earns a profit of 20%, or I can say this selling price, yes, that is equal to 1.2 times the cost price. Yes, because 20% profit net the person is getting, or I can say 0.96 in times of marked price is 1.2 times of the cost price, and here it is given that marked price is 850. So what is the cost price? The cost price is nothing but 0.96 into 850 divided by 1.2. So here 12 will go in both, right? This can be written as 96, this can be written as 120. Yes, so this is 8, 10, That's all. 85 into 8. That is your answer. That is 680. Option 4. Hope it is clear. You just equate the marked price and the cost price, find the value. Yes, well, that's what we exactly did. 120% of the cost price is equal to 816 because we have to consider the discount. Yeah, this is not the selling price. So 120% of the cost price is nothing but, this is the marked price, right? I am giving it at 0.96 m, so it is 816. Again, whatever way you do, the logic is still the same. You will get the same, you are doing the same set of calculation. So you will still get the same answer. Okay? Yes. It should be 816, not 850, because 850 is the marked price. He is giving a 4% discount, so you should take that into consideration. So you should do 850 into 0.96. Yes, better to keep it like 850 into 0.96. No, don't calculate this 816 because it is a waste of time, I would say. Because if you take it as 850 into 0.96, then it is easier for us. No, here you have 1.2, whatever. So you can cut these two values like how I have done. That would be easier, instead of finding out 816 exactly. Next one. What will come in place of the question mark in the series? 3, 8, 27, 112, question mark 3396. Yes. So the logic that is used here is 3 into 2 plus 2, that is equal to 8. 8 into 3 plus 3, that is equal to 27. Similarly, into 4 plus 4, that is equal to 112. Yes. So next one will be 112 into 5 plus 5. So what is the answer that's going to come there? 565. Correct answer is option 1. See, actually, you know, you didn't find the value exactly. 112 into 5, last it is going to be 0. Again plus 5. So only one option is there which will end with 5. Obviously, we can take that. You didn't even multiply 112 into 5. Okay? Yeah, correct answer is option 1. Next one. The difference between the compound interest and the simple interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 10% per annum is 300. Find the sum. Yes, very easy question. No, you just have to apply the formula. See, we know the difference between simple interest and compound interest for a given period. Directly put in the formula and you will get the answer. So what is the formula? If it is 2 years, right, you know, the difference is given by, the difference between simple interest and compound interest is given by PR squared by 100 squared. So directly use this. So you have 300 is equal to P into, here you have interest is 10 squared by 100 squared. So when you solve this, you will get P is equal to 30,000. That is option 3. Yes. Next one. The 3 equal circles touch each other externally. If the centers of these circles be ABC, then triangle ABC is dash. Equilateral. Again, a very easy question. So you have 3 circles which touch externally, means how are the 3 circles drawn? They are drawn like this. Yes, and their centers are joined. Okay. Now if the centers of the circle are A, B and C, they are asking you about this triangle. See, these are equal circle, means all their radius are going to be the same. So what is the length of AC? 2r. What is the length of BC? 2r. What is the length of AB? 2r. So all the sides, AB is equal to BC is equal to AC is equal to 2r. So all 3 sides are equal, means it's an equilateral triangle. So the correct answer here is option 2, equilateral triangle. Next one. A right pyramid 6 meter high has a square base of which the diagonal is root 1152. Volume of the pyramid is dash. So what is the formula for volume of a pyramid? See, in mensuration, very important thing is to know these formulas. Okay, volume of a pyramid is given by 1 by 3 into area of the base into height. Okay, this is the volume of the pyramid. So using this, solve the general formula for volume of a pyramid, and this is the formula. So what is the base here? It is a square base. Yes, so the pyramid is going to be somewhat like this. Yeah, so it's going to be a square base, and it is given the diagonal of the square base. This diagonal is given as root of 1152. So here what do you do? What is the volume of the pyramid? Give me the answer. Yes, so some of you are giving me the answer as 1152. So see what is the area of the base? Here I know what the diagonal is. Okay, what is the area of this square? Area of the square or area of the base, right, is nothing but the area of the square. If you are finding out the area of a square in terms of diagonal, it is nothing but half into diagonal, the diagonal squared. Yes, the area of a square can be represented like this, or this is nothing but half into 1152, right. Here it is root of 1152 the whole squared. So it will become half into 1152, that is equal to 576. So what is the volume? Volume is nothing but 1 by 3 into 576 into what is the height? 6, or that is nothing but again 576 into 2, that is equal to 1152. Yes, see, if you don't remember that, if you are not able to recollect that the area of a square in terms of its diagonal is represented like this, very easy. Now what is the area of a square? Area of the square is nothing but a square, where a is one of the sides. Now what is the diagonal? Diagonal is nothing but a root 2, correct. So here when you are doing the diagonal squared, what do you get? When you do the diagonal squared, you will get a squared into 2. So what is the area? Area is nothing but a square. So diagonal squared by 2 will give you the area. That's how this formula is arrived at, in case you don't know how this is done. Okay. So here the answer is 1152. I hope this part is clear. I just explained how I write this formula. If any of you don't know, this is how it is done. If any of you don't know how to express the area of a square in terms of its diagonal, this is the logic how we arrive at that. Next one. Yes, so for this question actually I saw the key that is given. They have given the answer as 4:1, but I am getting the answer as 2:1. Let us just try it. Okay, we will just see how to approach it. See, you have a triangle PQR, okay, is drawn from the vertex P and intersects QR at a point S. So QR is 4.5, SR, one second, let me draw it to scale so that it's P, Q and R, okay. So I am drawing a line like this. This length is 1.5 and this length is 3, correct, because they are saying the total length is 4.5. Now what are they asking? Then the ratios of the square of the area of triangle PQS and triangle PSR is dash. Okay, so here see how you have to find the ratio of the square of the areas of these two triangles, right, this triangle and this triangle, this is S. Now if you see the key, the concept that they are talking about is the case for similar triangles. Yes, when you have similar triangles we can follow that concept, but here I don't think we will be able to use that concept. See how you approach this is a perpendicular drawn from this P to this side. So this is H. Yes, now if I consider both the triangles PQS and the triangle PSR, both of them have the same height H. Okay, so now what is the area of triangle? Area of triangle PQS, that is nothing but equal to half into base into height. See, for any triangle, if you know the height and the base, you can find the area using this formula. So here it is nothing but half into 3 into H. Now let us consider area of triangle PSR. Again for triangle PSR the height is still the same. So here it is nothing but half into the base is 1.5 into H, correct. This is the area of triangle PSR. So when I find out the ratio between the area of the two triangles, what do you get? 1 by 2 into 3 into H divided by 1 by 2 into 1.5 into H, or that is equal to 2:1. Okay, that is what we get. But here, yeah, what we have to notice, they are asking then the ratios of the square of the area. We missed that, no, that's why we are getting the answer as 2:1. Ratio of the square of the areas of the triangle will be square of this, no. We didn't do that. That's where a lot of you gave me the answer as 2:1. I think that was where we made the mistake. So it is 4:1. That will be your correct answer. Option 1. Okay, ratio of squares of area. So initially I also for a second thought I am getting 2:1 as the answer. Why are they giving 4:1 in the key? We missed this point, right? Square of the area. That is why it is 4:1. Next one. The ratio of the ages of two persons is 4:7 and the age of one of them is greater than that of the other by 30 years. The sum of their ages in years is dash. Again a very easy question, you need not solve this question at all. See what are they asking you? They are asking the sum of ages in years of these two people. They are saying the ratio of the ages of the two persons is 4:7. So age of one person is 4x, age of the other person is 7x. So their sum of their ages is going to be 11x. Using this I can say the answer that I have to get when I add the ages of the two people, it has to be a multiple of 11. Check with the options which is the only multiple of 11 that is there here. It is 110. That is your answer. Okay, here see we know the sum of their ages will be 4x plus 7x, that is equal to 11x. Check which of the options is a multiple of 11. There is only one option which is a multiple of 11. That has to be your answer. Very easy. Next. Yes, 0 is your answer here. See for this question, if you remember this identity, right, see you have a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. This is equal to a plus b plus c into a squared plus b squared plus c squared minus ab minus bc minus ca. Yes, there is an identity like this. So if you just put in these values in this identity, you will get the answer easily. Okay, here I take a is equal to 55, b is equal to 17 and c is equal to minus 72. So when I add all these three, what do I get? I get a plus b plus c, that is equal to 55 plus 17, that is 72 minus 72, that is equal to 0. So this right hand side of this equation is becoming 0. So here 55 cube plus 17 cube minus 72 cube minus, this is nothing but 3abc. When you solve that, the answer is going to be 0. Another way to solve it is like, see if you don't remember this identity, see the method, somebody else also said that method, that is also a good method. See you can just look at the last digit, okay, and see what will be the last digit. See you have 5 cube, the last digit there is going to be 5. You have 7 cube, what will be the last digit there? 3, correct, last digit will be 3. Again you have 2 cube, so here the last digit is going to be 8. Then you have a 0 here. So obviously when you do this calculation, the last digit is anyway going to be 0. So the answer has to be equal to 0. Okay, but if you remember this formula, no, then automatically when you see such an expression, you will know that they have written it in this form, because this is a very common thing that comes in SSC CGL papers. I have seen this type of questions in a lot of papers. So whenever such a thing comes, just remember this formula. So only thing you will have to actually check if you are using this method is just find out what is a plus b plus c. If that is 0, whatever, you needn't even remember what these terms are going to be. Yes, whether it is a squared minus b squared plus c squared or whatever. You needn't remember that itself. Once you get the right hand side is 0, automatically you can say this is also equal to 0. Otherwise, if you have no clue, then go with the last digit. Again here what is given? X is equal to k cube minus 3k squared, y is equal to 1 minus 3k. For what? Then for what value of k will x be equal to y? So if x is equal to y, what will happen? I will have y is equal to x is equal to 1 minus 3k. So I can say this expression, what will it become? 1 minus 3k is equal to k cube minus 3k square, or I can say actually you can put in the values also here and see. Yeah, this is the actual way in which you will solve it, but in the examination I think the easier way would be to put in the values of k, right? If you put in values of k, put k is equal to 0. If k is 0, what will happen? See, actually how you do is at this point you have to find out like this, right? K cube minus 3k squared plus 3k minus 1 is equal to 0. Solve this and you will get the answer. This is nothing but k minus 1 the whole cube is equal to 0, or you can say k is equal to 1. This is the actual way in which you would solve it, but the easier way would be to just put in the values and see. Just see if k is equal to 0, what will be x? If you are taking option 1, let us go with option, that is the smarter way to solve it. Okay, if you put k is equal to 0, then you have x is equal to 0 and you will have y is equal to 1. Now if you look at the second option, I put k is equal to 1, then I have x is equal to 1 minus 3, that is equal to minus 2. Y will become again 1 minus 3, that is minus 2. So here x is equal to y. So the correct answer will be option 2. This is the faster and the easier way to solve the question. Just check with the options, put in the values, different values for k and check. Correct answer is option 2. Don't waste time by doing this method, okay? Do it this way in the examination. Next. So what is given here? X squared plus 1 by x squared is equal to 66. Here I have to find out the value of x squared minus 1 plus 2x whole divided by x. I am just splitting that, okay? I am just writing the expression like this. So I have x minus 1 by x plus 2. Okay, I have to find the value of this. I am given what is x squared plus 1 by x squared. Yeah, so from this, how can I find the value of this? See, I can say x squared plus 1 by x squared is nothing but x minus 1 by x the whole squared plus 2, correct? Because when I expand this, I will have a minus 2 which will get cancelled with this plus 2. So I can say x squared plus 1 by x squared is equal to x minus 1 by x the whole squared plus 2, correct? Or this is already, it is given as 66. So what is x minus 1 by x the whole squared? X minus 1 by x the whole squared is equal to 64, or I can say x minus 1 by x is equal to plus or minus 8. So what is the value that I have to find out? I have to find out what is x minus 1 by x plus 2, that is plus or minus 8 plus 2. So either it can be 10 or it can be minus 6. Yes, 8 plus 2, 10, minus 8 plus 2, minus 6. So the possibilities here are option 2, that is 10 comma minus 6. Whenever in questions they have terms like this, right, x squared plus 1 by x squared and all that, then you should know that this we are getting it from this formula a minus b the whole squared. Some way you rearrange, you should be able to get. See here, what is x minus 1 by x the whole square? That is nothing but x squared plus 1 by x squared minus 2x into 1 by x. This will anyway get cancelled. So this is the expansion of x minus 1 by x the whole squared. Right. So if I add a plus 2 to that, I will get what? This is nothing but x minus 1 by x the whole square. So if I add a plus 2 to that, this will get cancelled and the answer that I get will be equal to x squared plus 1 by x squared. This is something that we will know when we start solving questions of this type. Okay. So that's how I solved it. The average of 11 numbers is 63. The average of the first 6 numbers is 60 and the last 6 numbers is 65. The sixth number is dash. So whenever such question comes, see how will you approach it? The logic involved behind this, it is this. See, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 numbers are there. We don't know which are the numbers, just 11 numbers are there. The average of the first 6 numbers is 60. So the average of the first 6 numbers means these numbers. Average of these numbers is 60. Then they are saying the average of the last 6 numbers. So that is 65. You have to find out which is the 6th number. So always remember, whenever such a question comes, the number that you will have to find out will generally be the middle number which has been repeated twice. So what will you do? You have to find the sum of the first 6 numbers, that is nothing but 60 into 6 plus the sum of the next last 6 numbers, that is 65 into 6. So when you do this final answer that you get, in that this 6th number, right, whichever is the 6th number, that will be added twice. So minus the actual sum. If you do that, you will get which is the 6th number. That's all. Okay. So if you remember this, it is just a one-step answer. See, whenever such questions come, when you are asked to find out the middle number, always remember that the middle number has been repeated twice. That is why they are asking this. So to find that out, find out the sum of the first 6 numbers, find out the sum of the last 6 numbers, subtract this answer that you get from, you will get an answer and find the actual total of the numbers, subtract both, you will get the answer. Yes. So here when you solve, you will get the answer as 6 into, you have 125 minus 63 into 11, that is 693, or that is equal to, you have 57. Let us look at the next question. For a triangle, circumcenter lies on one of its sides. The triangle is dash. Again, very easy. If you just draw the figure, you will know what they are referring to. So you have a triangle like this. The circumcenter lies on one of its sides. So what is the circumcenter? Circumcenter means with this as the point, when you draw a circle, the circle will touch the side vertices of the triangle. Correct? So this will be the center of the circumcircle, right? So this is the circumcenter means. You will keep the, when you actually construct this triangle, what you will do is, you will keep this to be the center and then construct a circle like this, right, around it, which is called as the circumcenter. And so this is, circumcircle, and this is your circumcenter. Always remember, in a semicircle, the angle inscribed is 90 degree. So this triangle that is formed like this has to be a right angled triangle. Yes, this is the circumcenter and this is the circumcircle. So the angle that is inscribed in a semicircle is always a right angle. So this triangle has to be a right angle triangle. That is option 1. The circumcenter. See, what is circumcircle? Okay, what is circumcircle and circumcenter? Actually, you draw a triangle, right? So there is some point which is called as the circumcircle. I mean circumcenter. So what we do is basically you do see, like some of your friends say, you draw perpendicular direction, perpendicular bisectors to the three sides of this triangle, and this point is called as circumcenter. Yeah, from this circumcenter what you do is you take a radius of any of this side to any of this side with this as the center. You will construct a circle like this, which is actually called your circumcircle. Yes, now you have, that is what we have actually constructed here. So here what they are saying is that this circumcenter is actually lying on one of the sides. So if it is lying on one of the sides, this is the center of this circle. Yes, so this will become the diameter of the circle. So this is a semicircle. Yes, this half circle, this is a semicircle. So in a semicircle, the angle inscribed wherever it be, it is always equal to 90 degree. That is how I have taken it. Next one. So this DI was very easy. What is asked here? The number of students having height more than 150 centimeters is dash. So how many students are there who have height more than 150 centimeters? 25 plus 7 plus 4 plus 2. Again, we are looking at the options. You needn't even calculate all this. Here you know this is 25. Definitely greater than 25. There is only one option which is greater than 25. Take that as your answer, 38. The number of students with their heights between 130 and 150 centimeters is dash. 6 plus 8, right? That is your answer, that is 14. See, after doing data interpretation questions for the SBIPO examination, no, this is like, wow, so easy. Group which contains maximum number of students. Which group has maximum number of students? 150, 160. This has maximum number of students. Yes. So with that we have finished all the questions asked in this paper. So we finished solving this paper pretty fast. Okay, so I'll see you in the next session, and this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, good night. Take care all of you. Bye.